Good morning, folks. Welcome to Brunch with Brian. So how are you this morning? We're going to keep it short. We're going to keep it happy. Guess what today is? Today is tax day. Normally, in a normal world, in a normal year, in a normal existence. So normally you're sending your taxes in by today. Who knows what's happening today? Today you might be getting money back from the government. So everything's kind of wacky today out of the normal existence. So who knows what's happening today? Let's start today with our smile. So if you're not sending taxes in, maybe you're smiling. Who knows what's going on in your world today? Let's start with our big smile. Everybody smiling? Everybody got your big smile on your face? Now, guys, you may be on the stream with Ron at the quick start. So, or you're not. So you might just be watching this later. So I'm assuming that you're on that stream and you're just picking this up later. So that's just fine. And so we'll probably keep it a little short here. So if we're talking about taxes, so you're all smiling. Can't say taxes and smile at the same time, right? Okay, so everybody's smiling still, 30 seconds, remember? And every time you see me or Lynette, you always got to smile, right? Always put a nice smile on your face. So we're in the pool room today. I told Van the other day that anytime we shoot in the pool room, I'm supposed to take a pool shot and see if I can make it, but I forgot. All right, so guys, and now we do our breathing. Okay, let's take a big deep breath in. Ready? Nice and slow, deep in. Hold it for a second and let it all out. Remember, do this 3 times a day. Ready? And in. Deep in and hold it for a second and let it all out. And you let it out, let all the tension. Relax your shoulders, loosen up. Okay, again, deep in. So deep as you can go. And then even a little bit more. Hold it and all the way up, all the tension. Hey, let's do one more. Deep in and one last, let it all out. Okay, that's great. So on tax day, what's the one quote we all know that the only 2 things that are sure in life? You know, here's a little quiz question. What's that quote, Van? That's the quote from, now here's the quiz question for today. But in this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. So now everybody kind of knows that quote, some version of that quote. So who's that quote from? Okay, that's the quiz question for today. Who said that quote? And now here's one thing that we have been sort of doing short shrift on, and that's our stretching. We haven't been doing so great with our stretching on the last couple of brunches with Brian. So just don't forget to do this. I've been a little lax in letting you guys get away with it. What do I always say is probably the core issue for most of us is lower back. Lower back is probably your biggest issue. You're kind of creaky when you've been sitting for a while getting up. Even when I'm talking, I should always be stretching. So guys, you can stretch just standing up. Anytime you just stand up from your desk, you can always just you should always just kind of do stretching. You can use a stable point, like the wall. In fact, I use walls a lot. I'll go over and I'll use a wall, for especially my shoulders, because you can't really get your shoulders unless you use some kind of a, some kind of a set point to push against. And I like to stretch out my shoulders like this. And so you got to reach up high. You can kind of get part of your shoulders if you go like this, but then you can't get like back here sort of unless you reach high. So that's a good tip. Here, good. I gave you a good stretching tip. So like this to get part of your shoulder, then reach up like this to get another part of your shoulder. So that's good. Okay, so that's all. Thank you for moving the camera there, Ryan. Yeah. Okay, so that's good for your stretch and your lower back. So guys, that's all we're going to do today. Just going to do a nice short one today on April 15th, tax day. And I hope that, guys, if you have money coming, okay, let's all make a commitment today. If you have that money coming, if you have a small business like we do, we're getting all that tax help in there. Get your papers in. Try to get that loan applied for. If you have a small business like we do, get your paperwork in, try to get that PPP loan applied for, and see if you can get some of that money. That's forgivable money. So make sure you get your paperwork in and try to get some of that PPP money and some of that tax money. Hopefully you're getting some money back from the government today instead of paying in on tax day. So wish you guys the best of luck. Let's all say prayers getting through this challenging time. And hope you guys are all excited and learning a lot of new stuff here today, and learning a lot of stuff if you're at the quick start. Guys, if you want more tax information, now here's the biggest thing. Here's my best tax tip. Okay, so this is my big tax tip. So listen up now. This is the most important thing I'm going to say on this whole thing. This is my greatest tax tip. So hopefully you're still listening. 1031 exchanges is the greatest tax savings tip ever created for our business. You can actually do pretty house deals, listen to me now, and never pay taxes on your profits. You can actually exchange your properties into 3 new properties. This is a very complicated concept. It's not that complicated. It's actually super, super simple. All you do is when you sell one pretty house, you take the profits from that and you exchange it into 3 new terms deals and buy 3 new properties using the profits from the one as down payments or non-refund, down payments on your next 3 properties. They would be deposits if you bought them with lease purchases, but they'd work either way. So this is the strategy that can really create a ton of wealth. So 1031 exchanges, guys, if you are a Gold Club member and involved with, Ron LeGrand and doing that, and in that group and involved, you can go on the Gold Club and do a search under 1031 exchanges, and a lot of good information from Ron and us comes up under there. So guys, go and check that out, but you should learn about 1031 exchanges if you're at all interested in the pretty house business and you're doing more research and getting to know more about that and investing in that and learning that. You got to know about 1031 exchanges, and Ron teaches about that, and we teach about that, and that's really important to learn. That will be a key component. That is the big lesson of this whole session, guys. And when we talk about taxes, instantly the first thing that comes to your mind should be 1031 exchanges when it comes to real estate investing. So that's the big tip of this session, and we'll see you tomorrow on Brunch with Brian. So have fun, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.